Have you ever wondered if something sitting in your kitchen right now could be slowly damaging your liver without causing any pain? The truth is, liver disease often develops silently. By the time symptoms like fatigue, yellowing of the skin, or abdominal swelling appear, significant damage may already have occurred. Many people believe alcohol is the biggest threat to liver health. While excessive drinking certainly increases the risk of liver disease, it's far from the only culprit. In fact, millions of people who rarely or never drink alcohol are now developing fatty liver disease because of what they eat every day. Some of the foods marketed as healthy may actually contain hidden sugars, unhealthy fats, or chemicals that force your liver to work over time. Others trigger inflammation, encourage fat buildup, and increase the risk of liver scarring over time. The encouraging news is that your liver is one of the few organs capable of repairing itself when the source of damage is removed. Making smarter food choices today can significantly improve liver function in the future. I'm Dr. Ethan, and you're watching Health Pulse. In today's video, we'll reveal some of the worst foods for your liver, explain why they cause harm, and discuss healthier alternatives that can help protect this remarkable organ. Let's begin. Food number 1. Sugary soft drinks. Soft drinks are one of the biggest contributors to fatty liver disease. A single can of soda may contain 10 or more teaspoons of added sugar. Much of this sugar comes from high fructose corn syrup, which is processed differently than ordinary glucose. Unlike glucose, fructose is primarily handled by the liver. When you consume large amounts regularly, your liver converts much of it into fat. Over time, this fat accumulates inside liver cells, leading to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, now more commonly called metabolic dysfunction-associated steatotic liver disease, MASLD. Research has consistently shown that people who drink sugary beverages daily have a much higher risk of liver fat accumulation than those who rarely consume them. The problem isn't limited to regular soda. Sweetened iced teas, sports drinks, energy drinks, fruit punches, flavored coffees, and many bottled beverages can contain just as much sugar. Even drinks labeled as natural or made with fruit can be loaded with added sweeteners. Instead of reaching for sugary beverages, choose water, sparkling water without added sugar, or unsweetened tea. Your liver and the rest of your body will thank you. Food number 2. Processed meats. Bacon, sausage, hot dogs, pepperoni, salami, and many deli meats may taste delicious, but frequent consumption can negatively affect liver health. These foods are typically high in saturated fat, sodium, preservatives, and nitrates. Excess saturated fat encourages fat storage in the liver. High sodium intake can contribute to fluid retention and may worsen complications in people with advanced liver disease. Meanwhile, preservatives and additives increase the amount of work your liver must do to process and eliminate unwanted substances. Processed meats are also associated with chronic inflammation, which plays an important role in the progression of fatty liver disease toward liver fibrosis and cirrhosis. Eating processed meat occasionally is unlikely to cause liver disease by itself, but consuming it every day significantly increases long-term risk, especially when combined with obesity or diabetes. A healthier choice is lean chicken, turkey, fish, beans, lentils, or other minimally processed protein sources. Food number 3. Deep-fried foods. French fries, fried chicken, onion rings, fried fish, donuts, and similar foods are often loaded with unhealthy fats and excess calories. When foods are deep-fried, they absorb large amounts of oil. Repeatedly heated frying oils can also produce harmful compounds that increase oxidative stress inside the body. Oxidative stress damages liver cells and promotes inflammation. Frequent consumption of fried foods also contributes to weight gain, insulin resistance, and elevated triglycerides, all of which increase the likelihood of fatty liver disease. Many restaurants reuse cooking oil multiple times. Each reheating cycle changes the oil's chemical structure, creating compounds that may further increase inflammation. If you enjoy crispy foods, consider baking, grilling, or air frying instead. These methods provide similar texture while dramatically reducing unhealthy fat intake. Food number 4. Excessive fast food. Fast food has become a regular part of many people's lives because it's inexpensive, convenient, and widely available. Unfortunately, it's often a perfect storm of ingredients that challenge your liver. Many fast food meals contain refined carbohydrates, sugary sauces, saturated fats, trans fats, excess sodium, and oversized portions. Together, these ingredients encourage fat accumulation inside liver cells. Studies have found that people who regularly consume fast food tend to have higher levels of liver fat than those who eat mostly home-cooked meals. Large portion sizes also make it easy to consume far more calories than your body needs. The excess energy isn't simply wasted. Instead, much of it is converted into stored fat, including fat inside the liver. Cooking more meals at home allows you to control ingredients, portion sizes, and cooking methods. Even small improvements, such as replacing fries with vegetables or choosing grilled instead of fried options, can make a meaningful difference. Food number 5. Pastries and commercial baked goods. Cookies, cakes, muffins, pastries, donuts, sweet rolls, packaged pies, and many bakery products may seem harmless as occasional treats. However, they often combine several ingredients that are particularly difficult for the liver. Many commercial baked goods contain refined flour, added sugars, saturated fats, and sometimes trans fats. This combination causes rapid blood sugar spikes, increased insulin levels, and greater fat production inside the liver. Packaged desserts are also calorie-dense, making overeating surprisingly easy. A single pastry may contain hundreds of calories with very little nutritional value. Over time, regularly consuming these foods increases the risk of obesity, metabolic syndrome, and fatty liver disease. If you're craving something sweet, consider fresh fruit, plain yogurt with berries, or homemade baked goods made with whole grains and less added sugar. These options satisfy your sweet tooth while placing far less stress on your liver. Food number 6. Alcohol. When most people think about liver disease, alcohol is usually the first thing that comes to mind, and for good reason. Your liver is responsible for breaking down alcohol. During this process, toxic substances such as acetaldehyde are produced. These substances can damage liver cells and trigger inflammation. If alcohol is consumed occasionally and in small amounts, a healthy liver can usually recover. But frequent or excessive drinking forces the liver to work continuously, preventing it from repairing itself properly. Over time, alcohol can lead to fatty liver, alcoholic hepatitis, fibrosis, and eventually cirrhosis. Cirrhosis is a serious condition in which healthy liver tissue is replaced by scar tissue, making it difficult for the liver to perform its essential functions. One of the biggest misconceptions is that only heavy drinkers develop alcohol-related liver disease. While the risk increases with higher alcohol intake, some people are more vulnerable because of genetics, obesity, diabetes, or other medical conditions. Mixing alcohol with sugary cocktails or high-calorie beverages can make the problem even worse by increasing calorie intake and promoting fat buildup in the liver. If you've already been diagnosed with liver disease, most healthcare professionals recommend avoiding alcohol entirely unless your physician advises otherwise. Choosing sparkling water with lemon, unsweetened iced tea, or flavored water can be a healthier alternative when socializing. Food number 7. Candy and sugary snacks. Candy bars, gummies, chocolates filled with caramel, chewing candies, and many packaged sweets may satisfy your sweet tooth, but they provide very little nutrition. Most of these snacks are packed with added sugars, especially fructose. As we discussed earlier, excess fructose is processed almost entirely by the liver. When consumed regularly, the liver converts much of it into fat. Over time, this contributes to fatty liver disease and insulin resistance. Many sugary snacks also contain unhealthy fats, artificial colors, preservatives, and excessive calories. Because they're low in fiber and protein, they don't keep you full for very long. This often leads to overeating, increasing total calorie intake throughout the day. Instead of reaching for candy every afternoon, try healthier alternatives such as fresh fruit, a handful of unsalted nuts, or plain Greek yogurt with berries. These options provide vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants while placing much less stress on your liver. On food number 8, white bread and refined carbohydrates. White bread, white rice, regular pasta, crackers, and many breakfast cereals are made from refined grains. During processing, much of the fiber and nutrients are removed. Without fiber, these foods are digested quickly, causing rapid increases in blood sugar. Your body responds by releasing insulin, encouraging excess glucose to be stored as fat. When this happens repeatedly over many years, fat begins accumulating inside liver cells. Refined carbohydrates are especially problematic when eaten in large portions or combined with sugary drinks. Think about a typical fast food meal: a large burger bun, fries, and a soda. That's a significant amount of refined carbohydrates and sugar delivered all at once. A healthier approach is choosing whole grain bread, brown rice, oats, quinoa, and whole wheat pasta. These foods contain more fiber, helping stabilize blood sugar and reducing stress on the liver. Food number 9, highly processed snack foods. Potato chips, cheese puffs, flavored crackers, instant noodles, microwave snacks, and many packaged convenience foods are heavily processed. These products are often loaded with sodium, unhealthy fats, refined starches, preservatives, and artificial flavor enhancers. While each ingredient alone may not seem alarming, together they create a combination that promotes inflammation and poor metabolic health. High sodium intake can also contribute to fluid retention, which becomes particularly concerning for people with advanced liver disease. Many processed snacks are designed to be extremely tasty, making it easy to eat far more than intended. One handful quickly becomes half the bag. Instead of processed snacks, choose healthier options like air-popped popcorn, roasted chickpeas, sliced vegetables with hummus, or a handful of mixed nuts. These foods provide nutrients that support overall health rather than working against your liver. Food number 10, excessive red meat. Red meat can absolutely be part of a balanced diet. The problem arises when large portions are eaten frequently, especially processed or fatty cuts. Fatty beef, lamb, and similar meats contain higher amounts of saturated fat. Consuming excessive saturated fat encourages fat accumulation in the liver and contributes to insulin resistance. Cooking methods also matter. Grilling meat until heavily charred or burning, it can produce compounds that may increase inflammation. Instead of eating large portions of red meat every day, try limiting intake and replacing some meals with fish, skinless poultry, beans, lentils, or tofu. These alternatives often provide high-quality protein with less saturated fat. A balanced eating pattern is generally much better for liver health than relying heavily on one type of food. Simple habits that protect your liver. Avoiding harmful foods is only part of the picture. Your daily habits matter just as much. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Fill half your plate with vegetables at most meals. Choose whole grains whenever possible. Eat fresh fruits in moderation instead of sugary desserts. Exercise regularly. Even a 30-minute walk most days of the week can help reduce liver fat, maintain a healthy weight, get enough sleep. If you have diabetes, high cholesterol, or high blood pressure, work with your healthcare provider to keep these conditions under control. Avoid taking supplements or herbal products without medical advice, as some can be harmful to the liver. Finally, if you have risk factors such as obesity, type 2 diabetes, or a family history of liver disease, ask your healthcare provider whether liver function tests or imaging are appropriate. Early detection can make a significant difference. Your liver works around the clock to keep you alive. It filters toxins, stores nutrients, produces essential proteins, supports digestion, and helps regulate metabolism. The foods you choose every day directly affect how well this incredible organ performs. The good news is that many early liver problems can improve with healthier eating habits, regular physical activity, and maintaining a healthy weight. Small changes made consistently often produce far greater results than extreme diets followed for only a short time. I'm Dr. Ethan, and thank you for watching Health Pulse. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends and family. You never know who might benefit from learning how to protect their liver before problems begin. Thank you for watching, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.